Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. We are hitting that grind pretty hard this week, especially with the faction rallies going on, and I've managed to hit 305 with 2 of my characters. And now the question remains of what to do when you reach that power cap, and of course the answer is always going to be the horizontal progression, meaning getting yourself different sets of gear, not necessarily better, but better suited for different situations. For Destiny 2, the most obvious version of that is going to be building out different armor sets for your characters for the different subclasses. Since most of the mods in the game heavily depend on the element of your subclass, this is sort of the most natural answer, and that's what I've been doing for the past week. So in this video, I'm going to show you a couple tricks. One, how you can get yourself a ton of 300 gear, in addition to getting a ton of mods to help you infuse that gear to 305. Also, towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you a preview of what my hunter looks like with her 3 different sets. You're definitely going to want to stick around for that. So let's get into it. So the first trick here is for those who have already reached 305 power. And really this is just a fantastic method to get a bunch of 305 gear so you can build out your arsenal, infuse the weapons and armor that you want, and also start to build out different loadouts for your character. So this involves the faction rewards that are given to you by the destination vendors and also the NPCs in the tower. For the most part, when you visit the vendors, the rewards available will be around 10 power below yours. For me, since they're 305, they range anywhere between 295, 296, even 297, and I was wondering why this was fluctuating, and as it turns out, that's because the engram that's available from these vendors changes in power every half hour. So at the hour and half hour marks, the power that it's available at will actually change. And if you're lucky, they will show up at 300 power. As you can see here, I was lucky enough to run into Asher when it was 300 during one of my streams, so I went ahead and cashed in all of my IO tokens. This let me infuse quite a bit of stuff up to 305, and of course it becomes 305 because of the mods that grant you 5 additional power. So this was super useful for me because I'm at the point where I'm starting to build different armor sets for the different subclasses of my characters. I'm starting with my hunter, so I've actually built 3 different armor sets, one for each of the subclasses, and I'm going to show you those loadouts towards the end of the video. But moving on, I want to show you a really great way to farm mods and also unload a bunch of legendary shards that you no doubtedly have stacking up. Now your method for farming the mods is going to be through the gunsmith. The idea here is to go to your exotic collections in the vault and print out as many exotics as you can afford. It doesn't really matter which one. For me, since I had so many, I went ahead and vaulted everything that I had and then bought exotics until I filled up all of my weapon slots. Dismantling an exotic grants you 3 gunsmith parts, and it actually gives you back 5 legendary shards, so you get half of those back that you've spent. Now, the idea here is just to stock up on gunsmith materials, go to the gunsmith, and trade those in for gunsmith packages, which all contain rare mods and have a chance of landing you legendary mods as well. So there you saw me dismantle 25 exotics, which granted me 75 gunsmith materials, and that gets you just under 4 packages. And since you get half of your shards back that you spent, it's really only going to cost you 125 to get this done. And so it goes without saying that this is a great way to stock up on a bunch of new legendary gear, especially if there's a specific weapon you're trying to get, like the Uriel's Gift. But doing some rough math, that comes out to about 30 shards per package. It's not the best conversion rate, but if you're like me and you have 500 to 600 to spare, this is a great way to outfit all of that legendary gear that you might have gotten from my previous trick. And so I used it to infuse all of my gear, as well as building 3 different armor sets for my hunter. So let me go ahead and give you a preview of my hunter, just so you can get an idea of what you can achieve with these 2 tricks. So here's my hunter in her gunslinger outfit. The outfit's just about complete. I'm just missing the chest piece from the Optimacy set. Once I get that, then this will pretty much be good to go. But if we take a look at some of the mods, you can see I've got those solar mods in, since that's what's important for the gunslinger. Now, you might not be able to afford to mess around like this if you just have the one set, but this is the beauty of doing these tricks, is that now you can start to outfit in different ways. So if I go ahead and switch to Arcstrider, and I'm actually using the Destiny Item Manager extension on Chrome to change my loadout, I can kind of show you what that looks like. It's pretty cool. So I can just click on Arc Strider for my loadout, and she goes ahead and switches over to Arc Strider. So now this is the set of armor for that. If I go into here, I've got some different loadouts here. Here, before I didn't have anything for Arc. Now we can go ahead and apply what matters for me, which is Arc melee abilities. I want that definitely. We're going to turn that on. And then we can go and see that you pretty much can start to outfit her as much as you can. So here I'm still missing a Arc mod for the legs. So this is kind of your way of starting to build these different armor sets. This is my Night Stalker set with the Orpheus rig, which is pretty ridiculous. I love these boots a lot. And then with those, I have a Void ability charge. In this case, it's for melee, so I can get my smoke back a little bit faster. So yeah, I mean, I look at it this way. You have a lot of shards. Xur is not really bringing anything interesting. I'm trying to stay away from infusing too many things that are not necessary and just relying on drops. As you can see, I did this process a few days ago, which kind of depleted all my shards, and I'm now back already up to 300. So this is something that is definitely going to be worth your time and worth those shards, even though it doesn't seem like it's necessarily going to be worth it. Now, of course, you don't have to go as crazy as I did. You can just do a few exotics and try to get that armor mod that you're looking for specifically. And even though it's very RNG based, I feel like I have more control over this pursuit as opposed to trying to achieve tier 11, tier 12 with Destiny 1. Here, if you don't get what you need, you can simply go play the game more and do it again. It's something you really couldn't do in Destiny 1, and is thanks to the new token system, so that's a huge improvement in my eyes. But anyways, let me know in the comments below if you have any other farming tips. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.